air. You can do the same. For more info, go to beonair.com/career. That's beonair.com/career.
What's up? It's Jonathan Hood from Chicago's Game Night. You've heard me talk about the Illinois Center for Broadcasting in Lombard, but what do the students think?
My name's John Stevens. I am a promotion coordinator at ESPN. Everybody was helpful. Everyone cared. All the teachers at ICB were really there and passionate about their job and sharing their idea and their dream with you so you could achieve your goal.
At ICB in Lombard, you learn the tools that will help you get that first job in the business. Dozens of industry pros teach you how to be on air, produce shows behind the scenes, work digital equipment, and design web pages.
And it works around your time. It's very flexible, and they work with you at every hour and any day they possibly can.
Plus internships, career placement assistance, and a commitment to your success.
I'm living the dream, and I suggest that everyone who has a passion for radio or television or web design, ICB is definitely a place for them to go.
Go to beonair.com/Chicago Sports to get started. That's beonair.com/Chicago Sports.
Just being part of the ESPN team is special, and it's all because of ICB.
Hello and welcome back here on SportstownChicago.com. Chris Lavasco, Eric Willowite, and Mike Beard here with you, bringing you all the action of Northwestern versus University of Illinois. It is a snowy night. We are in the third period finally, guys, and right now it is a 1-1 game. You had the shorthanded goal by Northwestern, and then you had a power play goal by University of Illinois.
Yeah, the power play goal right off the face-off for Illinois, so that got them back in the game in that period where they pretty much dominated from the standpoint that all of the play or most of the play was in the Northwestern end. Towards the end of the second period, Northwestern kind of picked up their pace a little bit, and as we head here into the third period, both teams knotted up, scored at one. I
got a chance to talk with a couple of, with head coach Evan Spangenberg there. I went down, we were getting some name corrections for you. Number 33 is Jack Harrington, 17 for Northwestern, Martin Opegard, and 16 is Tristan Ricks. Number 6, who I've been calling Tristan Ricks, is number 6, Luke Gordon. So those are the corrections there for you guys.
We have some housekeeping.
Right, so some housekeeping there. So that gives us, by the way, who our goal scorer is. It was Martin Opegard, who was the one who got the goal for Northwestern, which we just saw the replay of there. The snow has slowed down, so this should be much
of
regular.
We can see the ice.
Right, we can see the ice actually. Now the one thing is I talked about it with Evan, is if the snow is really bad, they're just going to dump and chase, and really that's what you have to do. Once you get across that center line, just do what you can to get it into the zone and get it deep, because you have to go chase after it.
I think we'll see some hockey that we haven't seen in the first two periods, because these guys can actually do a little finesse out there now that the snow's not covering the ice now. So see what both teams are going to bring to the table here.
Well, at least in the early going, I mean, it's still coming down, but obviously not as heavy as it was before. But you're right. This is time for both teams to take advantage of it.
We have the third period puck drop about to happen, and we have a special player in the face-off circle. We have Capuano. I want to say thank you to Adobe Gilas. I guess we got another second here before we get ready for this puck drop. Seeing what's happening here. You got one player on one side. For U of I, it is Marcelo Delfini, as people are starting to come back in. But again, thanks to Adobe Gilas for everything that they've done for us here and allowing us to be able to broadcast this one. So, face-off was won by Northwestern, as now with the puck is Capuano as he brings this one into the zone, takes a shot there, shoots and gets it in for the goal.
Rebound and scores.
Look at that.
What a great moment.
Austin Gentry.
Jeez, they just
what a
came
great
out.
moment.
I mean, they had a wide open net. Wide open.
Gentry went down. He tried to pad stack it.
Yep.
Couldn't get the save, though, unfortunately, and just saw the toe drag and the whitewash on the ice.
That did not work out in his favor on that one.
But Capuano with the wrister there. And you're going to see the pad stack here. And the puck's still free, and Capuano able to backhand it in, doing the work to finish it off.
Well, and he probably was taught that. Go to the net. Shoot the puck and go to the net. You never know what can happen. He followed up on his own rebound.
Yep.
So that was a nice touch by both teams to allow that.
Unassisted goal there, too, for Capuano.
Right.
Or assisted by himself if you want to.
Yeah.
That's right.
If you want to do that.
You get 2 points for that?
He gets the goal and the helper.
As the faceoff was won and controlled by Northwestern for a second, and then that bounces into the University of Illinois bench. Once again, a trend here for that one. But either way, faceoff will be inside the U of I zone in the left wing circle with 19:23 left to go here in this third period. They did run off time when that happened. So that was maybe that's just because they don't want the weather to get bad again. So they're like, let's just get the clock running.
Just keep it
Not
going.
a bad idea.
So the face-off won in the left wing corner by U of I as they try to start up out ice as it's Delfini making a pass through the middle. Now it'll be a race to the puck. Chasing after it is Galat as it hit off of a player as this one comes back over to the near half boards.
So, just piggybacking off that first goal, speaking to their teammates down there, that's what they feel that they are capable of all season long, and now that all their players are healthy, they feel that they can do that throughout the entire second half of the season.
So I will take that back really quick. That ended up being an icing. I thought that's what it was going to be originally. We can't hear the whistle up here, so it's hard to tell.
No, we can't.
So U of I won the face-off pass over along the right wing as the player coming in there, and he gets taken out, and the hand goes up into the air as it was Hendrickson who was bringing this puck in. As this one up at the left point, they get it into the extra attacker for a shot that goes wide of that and down into the left wing corner and along the near half boards. Northwestern finally touches the puck up. We'll have the trip call here go against Northwestern as it will be a power play for University of Illinois. They're 1 for 4 on it so far. Is this the replay here of the goal from earlier for Capuano? As you see him go coast to coast for that win, for that face-off, the shot, and then the rebound goal. As the puck was cleared down by Northwestern on their power play. Minute 39 left on the power play. They're able to clear it down. Again, a good start to the power play or penalty kill for Northwestern here. As University of Illinois started to stick handle up, puck came free and then was dumped in, chasing it down into his own end, trying to send it out was Galat. Turned it over for a shot there, and that one hit off the post and came free back over along the near half boards, as that was almost a great opportunity for University of Illinois. Northwestern able to get the puck out into the neutral zone. Puck still free back along that near side, and the player was offsides, not able to get back in time, was sprawled out on the ice for Northwestern. That was Opegard was the one who was down there. Trying to get back on sides, couldn't quite do it.
The blue line can usually trip you up, and that's what happened there.
So the face-off in the near dot, 7:16 left to go in the game. Minute 23 left on the power play.
So, Mike, to your point earlier, we are skating in better conditions here. As you can see, the snow's still coming down, but the ice conditions are still better.
Way better.
Yeah.
You can actually see the ice,
Yeah,
as Mike said earlier.
They're getting movement on the puck now. You can see that it's benefiting the players on both sides of the puck, too.
And having to play the puck there like a center fielder was Matt Johnson, as that was lofted into the air right in front of him, and he had to stick the glove hand out to try and catch it to not allow anything to happen, and of course not to allow it to go into his net either. 49 over just under a minute now left on the power play as there's a shot, and Johnson with the save, and he covers it up with the glove hand. Do the face-off all over again from the right wing circle.
Yeah, one thing's been consistent throughout the game is Johnson does not cough up the puck, doesn't allow any second chance opportunities. When he sees an opportunity to freeze it, he will.
So right wing circle face-off inside the Northwestern zone here. One towards the right wing half boards by U of I as they're able to dig this one out and send it down in behind for Delfini. Delfini up to the bottom of the right circle with a pass. Now up to the right point. Back over to the left point now for Romachuk as he sends a shot, and save was made by Johnson and then deflected up into the right point. Actually, or right corner. I think actually that save might have hit somebody out in front first. Shot from the left point there, and that one goes off of Johnson. He didn't know where it was. He thought maybe it was trickling in towards the net, but it went into the left wing corner. Back along the near half boards, U of I with the puck up to the left point, over to Romanchuk as he tries to send it over for Sorensen. Sorensen down to the left wing corner, trying to keep the puck on his stick as Northwestern's able to clear it back down. As touching it and slowing it down will be Gentry for his team. 3 seconds left on their power plays. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey now, as U of I has control of the puck down in the left wing corner. Skating around one player, the puck comes free as a backhander sends it to an open area. As U of I turns it over as it gets onto the stick of Choi, as Choi gets checked but gets it off towards Gandolfo. Gandolfo trying to work around a player along the right wing half boards, but it's taken back by John Casey as he tried to lift that one into the zone, came all the way back into his own end. Bouncing puck comes right back to Northwestern. Trying to make a pass through the middle was Becker as that one came back over along the near side. And then we have a face-off here as I believe that was an offsides call. And actually it was, I think, Gallagher who played the puck. Either way, Northwestern making some changes now. So it'll be 5-on-5 again with 15:08 left to go here in this first period, tied at 1.
Well, a little bit of back and forth play here going on, but still a 1-1 game. Ice conditions are still favorable, so again, I think this is where the teams want to make some hay.
This is when you want your top lines to get out there as well to take advantage of the good ice. As Chapman has it down in the right wing corner. Went around one player but turned the puck over. Bounces into the right circle as it's on the stick of U of I. There's a shot and save made by Johnson. He holds onto it for a right wing circle face-off once again. Some good opportunities, though, being created by U of I. Some dangerous opportunities.
Yep, little pressure at the blue line. Put the puck back in. And save by Johnson here. And again, it sounds like we're beating a drum here, but no rebound.
Face-off, one to the right wing corner by U of I as two players collide there. Puck comes free back in behind the net. Tried a centering pass. Hit off a Northwestern player. Comes into the near half boards. Back out into the neutral zone. As Northwestern, looks like one of their players maybe was going to change. It was tough to tell. Either way, Chapman with the puck there as he sends it up along the near side to a player in that looks to be Harrington. As Harrington had the puck on his stick as he has a player right on his back. Gets it off to Garrett Becker. Becker around one. Takes it across the blue line. Drops it off for Shane Flynn. And then it's shoveled over to the left wing half boards where Northwestern can't hold it in. Comes back out to U of I as that would have been an offsides play. Chasing after it is Betrus as he gets it taken away from him by Northwestern. Backhanded out into the neutral zone. Northwestern now for a change. U of I from their own end will control. Pass through the middle. Bounces away from O'Sullivan as it comes back to Northwestern. To the near side, this one bounces off of a player, bounces into the slot of Northwestern, right to what looks to be Gallagher, hits off of the official, and now gets up ahead for a player there along the right wing, as fighting through a check was Mike Flynn. As this goes into the left wing half boards, player cutting in front was Gallagher, passes it up to O'Connell. O'Connell top of the left circle, trying to feed it back up to the left point, held in there, right point, faking the shot there, off was Galat. As this one up at the right point. Now in towards the high slot, a backhander from Flynn that gets sent back out into the neutral zone. Northwestern's player will just load up there. Ends up going on to Gentry, makes a right pad save on that shot, as that now will be chased after by Shane Flynn. Back out into the neutral zone, O'Sullivan with the puck, as this one goes right off of the boards, and Johnson had to grab it with the glove because of the weird bounce it took.
It's paying attention, though. So a goalie, no matter where that puck's going, you got to pay attention. You never know which way it's going to come off the board. So good job by him to stay focused.
Not only that, it was going to bounce into the slot, and if there's somebody there for U of I, they have an opportunity. Face off there. Johnson makes a save as it goes down into the left wing corner off of the shot from U of I. Two players there on either side along those near half boards. As the puck gets onto the stick of Betrus. Betrus passed in for a goal, trying to see the player who was in the slot for the goal. He's getting mobbed by his team.
You know, I got to think for these goalies, it's a little difficult to be out here in the first two periods and have one velocity coming at you, and then all of a sudden the puck's coming at you from a little bit of a different speed.
Looked like it was Delfini here as we watch the replay of this one, as you see the quick one-timer for the goal. So Delfini makes it 2-1 in favor of U of I on the quick shot. Nothing Matt Johnson could do about that one.
Yeah, we'll get another look at it here. That's live.
As the puck on the stick of Northwestern. As skating up along the left wing, leading the Russian, chasing in after it, was the player there for Northwestern. That was number 86 for Northwestern. Might have been Peter Palachuk. Might be wearing a different number than what we're used to seeing him in. Either way, it's going to be a face-off in the right wing circle. Brendan O'Connell in there to take the face-off for Northwestern. As O'Connell will lose the face-off as it comes out into the neutral zone. As Chapman will throw it over along the far side. Hits off of it, looked like it might have hit off the official. Comes back to Chapman, now to the near side to Galat as he sends it up off the boards. Pass into the middle, gets over to Mike Flynn as he got taken down. He would have been in all alone for an opportunity as he had gotten behind the defense. So as this one comes along the right wing corner, Flynn trying to just push this one towards the slot as he has it on the side of the net. As he circles around here, sends it up to the right point for a shot that goes through the traffic into the left wing corner from Galat's slap shot up at that left point. Left wing half boards and into the left wing corner. O'Connell will fight through a check as he now gets it into the slot. Try to backhand a pass there. As now a shot from the right circle as that hit off of Gentry. Backhander from Galat as there are some really big hits. Yes, is this one into the right wing corner. Two players there as we've got two players tied up with each other and the whistles go. Wow. Hand up into the air. I think you're going to have a player go on either side, guys.
Yeah, I think you'd have to be there. You play get a little bit chippy in the corner. Northwestern's coming on here right now.
Well,
took exception to that knockdown.
Wow, yeah, that was a big hit.
Well, Marcelo Delfini, when he went to the bench, had said something. You have a cross-checking going against Northwestern, so maybe only one penalty. So it's going to be a power play for U of I instead. Chance for them to extend their one-goal lead.
Yep.
It was tough to tell. I thought maybe they would send both guys because they were kind of going at it after the whistle anyway.
Yeah, they kind of let that play go, but they caught the initial penalty.
So the left wing circle face-off was won for a moment by Northwestern, and now they're finally able to clear it down into the right wing corner. Gentry will come out of his net, play the puck in that right wing corner. Turned it over right to the player for Northwestern up near the point in number 17 in Opegard, who he has the earlier goal for Northwestern as this one goes back along the far side. U of I starting back out. If they have numbers that they can hurry. They still will have numbers, of course, because it's a power play. Minute 30 left on it as they brought that one in off sides. Face off into the near dot with 10:58 left to go here in the third period.
And while we have an opportunity, let's talk about our host today, Adobe Gila's Mexican-themed Cantina. And the Cantina is a family restaurant by day and a party at night with live entertainment 7 nights a week. Whether you stop by for our famous sizzling fajitas or cerveza Rita with an extra bite, you will never forget your experience at Adobe Gila's.
Troy had a shorthanded shot as now University of Illinois brings it in. Shot from the left point. A lot of traffic in front, bouncing in towards the slot as that puck finally gets onto the stick of Fuentes. Fuentes sends a pass through the middle. It's out of the reach of Troy as it comes over to the near side onto the stick of Romanchuk. Romanchuk cutting in towards the slot. He gets pushed to the outside. The puck goes with him. As now up near the right point, Northwestern tries to work this one out. Two players there trying to get it out of the zone. Comes back over to the near side to Simon Choi, who will dump this one down as his team needs to kill off another minute of penalty time.
So far, so good. Johnson not tested on this power play as of yet.
U of I dumps this one down into the left wing corner. Northwestern able to get to the puck first, but can they get it past the blue line? Shot from the left point, hit some traffic in front from Graham's shot as it goes into the left wing half boards. Left wing corners, there's a stick that goes flying up into the air as still controlled by U of I as it's Ryan Shea with it as he sends it towards the slot. A lot of traffic out in front there. Johnson with a save. Puck comes free. Net comes off the boring, and then the whistle goes. So it'll be a face-off into the right circle. The intensity is picked up here towards the end, guys.
Oh, yeah. They're picking it up now.
Yeah, a little chippiness going on at the goal mouth.
So face-off will go to the right wing circle inside the Northwestern zone. They still have 24 seconds left to kill off on the power play. 2-1 lead for the University of Illinois with 9:56 left to go in the period.
These guys are getting a little speed behind those hits now, and I think they're starting to take offense to them.
As the face-off was won by Northwestern out into the neutral zone, and there's a shot from Opegard, and it's covered up by Gentry as that one was right into his breadbasket. So a little bit more time left here on the power play, and then it'll be back to 5-on-5 hockey. So right wing circle face-off. Some good shorthanded opportunities, though, for Northwestern.
There have been, and that we haven't called Gentry's name in a long time, but here we are calling it on a shorthanded opportunity for Northwestern.
Yes, along the right wing, the player turned it over for U of I, but held in at the right point as Matt Johnson grabs that one with the glove hand and holds on to it. So it'll be face-off into the right circle. That power play did just end, too. So it'll be face-off with 5-on-5 hockey. We saw that last chance, and smart again by Matt Johnson just to hold it. As there a turnover, as U of I gets a player out in front. That puck poked away by Northwestern as they have it back. Along the right wing, trying to push it forward are the Wildcats as it gets down towards the right wing half boards. And now up to the right point where it's sent down low by number 6 and Luke Gordon. Sends it to the left wing corner, and there's a big hit that freed the puck up for Northwestern. Trying to see the player who gave that hit. Either way, that one's still free. Northwestern back with it as that got in towards the slot, but nobody could get their stick on it for Northwestern. Comes back over to the near side, held in at the right point for a shot that hits off the end boards and goes to the left wing corner. That shot came from the player in Gallagher. Top of the left circle, Northwestern keeping it in the zone. As this one trying to get it in for another shot opportunity was number 86 for Northwestern.
Might actually have an icing call here. I don't think we've had one of those since the first period.
I was going to say, that has been few and far between today.
Yeah.
Yep, icing, so bring this back into the U of I zone. Did they sneak anyone off is the question. It's a 2-1 lead for University of Illinois. So a little bit of talk here of which players are to come back onto the ice and which to go off. I think they got everything sorted out now. So we'll have that face-off in just a second. The left wing circle face-off, one to the left wing corner by U of I, but Northwestern trying to hold it in at the left point, but it's turned over, but nobody there for U of I to try and come in. They need to go for a change after that icing. That'll allow for Northwestern to recollect, have it along their near boards as they get it out into the neutral zone, at least by Galat, or it's turned right back over. As that puck came free somewhere along that near side, it's up along those boards. With our vantage point, tough to tell sometimes who has it, but it's on the stick of U of I. There's a shot. That puck came free in towards the slot off the shot from Sorensen, and Northwestern able to send it back out to neutral ice. Very dangerous chance there, Eric.
Yeah, it was. Johnson still standing tall in net, though. He's not giving in anything cheap, that's for sure.
No, he's had a good game.
As Gandolfo pushes it over to Choi. Choi along the left wing, trying to center a pass for Gandolfo. Good stick, stop that one by U of I. Fighting Illini, trying to go maybe a 2-on-1 opportunity here. As there's the shot, Johnson with the save. As that one goes down into the left wing corner, the player cutting into the slot couldn't get it onto his stick. As there's a rebound that had come out. Left wing half boards. U of I still with the puck. As this bounces to the right wing corner, onto the stick of Gersing. As he tries to send that one up to the point. Was that one held in? Just was. As it bounces back to Northwestern as they just send it through the middle of the ice, but it goes right to Romanchuk, who tried to dump it in, lost it for a second, as now his team sends it right back in. Goes into the right wing corner. Chapman frees it up for Northwestern as that bouncing puck into the right circle comes right over to Matt Johnson, and he wisely covers it up as that puck, his team was having a little bit of trouble breaking out with it.
So Northwestern's going to have to find an opportunity here to get themselves some momentum. At this point, you're down 1 goal. You still got half a period to go, or actually, it's a little over 6 minutes to go. Time for Northwestern to open it up a little bit. And I know it's easier said than done in these conditions, but now's the time where you can't just play patience and dump and chase.
And U of I, they bring out a new line here after that whistle. So face off from the right wing circle, won by Northwestern. Can't get it out of the zone as U of I takes it right back. Bouncing puck in towards the slot now to the left wing corner. As this one along the near half boards goes down in behind before U of I tries to keep and hold this one in as they have control now. Pass in through the slot goes right to Garrett Becker, who just lifts this one up through the middle of the ice to at least relieve some of the pressure on his team. Cutting in front was Becker as he dumps this one down deep as he goes off for a much-needed change. Along the near side, Northwestern keeping the pressure on as this one ends up off the end boards. 2 players there on either side as it comes free over along the right wing half boards for a pass in towards the slot from O'Connell, but nobody was home. Back along the near side, it gets thrown in to the U of I zone. Stopping on a dime there was Stipperman, but he gets held up by Shane Flynn as Flynn trying to battle there, and Flynn has to be careful. He almost got a hit there. As there's definitely what could have been called a cross-check. I don't think they saw it, though, for the officials, but from our vantage point, it was really easy to see.
That was plain as day.
As this one, a shot from that hits off the side of the net goes in behind. Player down for U of I in that left wing corner. It's a little slow to get up, but finally does get to his feet. As there a sharp angle shot that bounces somewhere in the slot. Can't see where the puck is, as there's that, from my vantage point, really tough to see. But the whistle eventually happens and stops play. So it'll be a face-off into the right wing circle, I believe is where they're putting it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. There's some chippy play going on down here now.
Well, anytime you go to the net, you're going to expect to have some contact, and that's exactly what happened there.
Keep your guard up.
Face off from the right circle, bouncing puck as there's a shot that goes high over the net. That one kind of caught Matt Johnson off guard as his team looked like they were maybe going to get this one out. Net came off the boring, though, as now it's having a little bit of trouble staying on. As they try to use a little bit of water to get those borings to stay in the ground.
Well, the net's come off a few times there. Some activity at the net by Johnson.
And with all the snow earlier, it's probably hard to find those little areas where the borings are supposed to go.
Right.
As this one was won by U of I into the left wing corner. As they try to free this puck up. Northwestern will win control, however, for a moment and at least get it to neutral ice. As along the right wing, they try to bring it in as fighting through one check was number 33 in Harrington as this one goes in behind. Off along the left wing half boards, player trying to cut in and free the puck up for Northwestern. They do get it back and it's turned over, but a good poke check frees it right back for Northwestern. But they turned it over almost immediately again, but they're able to keep control of it here. As this one brought in offsides by Northwestern, so we'll do a face-off into the near dot just outside the U of I zone. A little bit too quick over the line.
So just under 4 minutes to play here in the game. So you're Northwestern. What are the things you can do to open it up? Well, a couple things can come to mind. You throw it on net.
Yep.
Any opportunity you get, throw it on net. Number two, you have your defensemen jump into the play here. So let's see if Northwestern's defensemen jump into the play and they're a little more aggressive as opposed to playing just at the point.
This comes back into the Northwestern zone, back across the blue line as Northwestern has it here on the stick of Chapman. Chapman turned it over right as he crossed the blue line, however. Uses the lift of the stick to try and get it back. Simon Choi comes in and helps him out. Choi in front of his own net now, sends a pass through the middle, trying to tip it off the stick of Gandolfo. Not able to do it. That will be an icing, so bring it back into the Northwestern zone. 3:17 left to go here in the period. 2-1 lead for U of I.
Well, if you're Northwestern, obviously puck possession is the key here. You want to jump in, you want to open up the play, but you got to have the puck. So now it looks like we're going to have a timeout by Northwestern.
Yeah, head coach Evan Spangenberg taking a timeout here. It's his first year as the head coach for the Northwestern Wildcats. He's also a former player for Northwestern. You can go back into the SportsTownChicago.com archives, and you'll hear him playing defense for Northwestern. So a player who knows the organization really well. He was an assistant coach for the team for the past few years after he graduated as well.
You got to give them high marks for the amount of injuries that they've had in the first half of the season to where they're at. They could be a contender in the second half as long as they played up to their abilities.
They played really well here with a Division II team in U of I.
Oh, absolutely.
1-goal game. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of different factors in this game. But even so, when we've had clean play, we've seen it's fairly even.
Yeah. It has been, right?
Yeah.
And again, the snow, there's nothing happening from a weather standpoint anymore. So we're just looking at players playing outside. The ice is probably a little bit choppy, but from what the conditions were in the second period, it's night and day.
Yeah. If I'm their coach, I'm over there telling these guys, we got 3 minutes left. Let's go out there. Let's leave it all on the ice. Let's play with some intensity. Let's get after the puck, put it in the net. Let's go get a goal.
The other thing is, too, when you look at it, now your goalie knows exactly when you want him to come out, and you're just set up for what you want to do when you want that extra attacker to come out. Because that's one of the things that's going to happen here with them trailing. It'll be a right wing circle face-off inside the zone here of Northwestern, won by U of I. Northwestern had a play drawn up, but they couldn't quite do it as they didn't win the draw in order to have the player breaking out in Simon Choi. Either way, this one won down into the left wing corner by U of I now as they try to keep control of that puck. It's past Lum, who is pinching. As this gets back up along the far side, Choi has it along the left wing, into the left wing circle, tries to keep it on his stick for a shot and scores! Yes! Simon Choi ties the game up at 2.
Good timeout, coach.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's the play he drew up.
Yep,
Simon,
absolutely.
go score.
He's like, good job, guys. You made me look like a genius.
Simon Choi, a guy we talked about earlier on in the pregame who hasn't been around with the team a whole lot, has only played in 3 games and is finally back with Northwestern.
And on the flip side of that, the Illinois coach has got to be telling them those are the goals you don't want to give up. When you have the lead this late into a game, you have to maintain.
And it was an odd man rush, too. They really used their speed there, did Northwestern, to get that opportunity.
But that shows you what Northwestern's capable of with that kind of breakaway speed, what they can do.
As this one to the left wing corner of the Northwestern zone, U of I trying to counter here quickly as there's a one-timer in the save by Johnson. That was similar to the one that got them the lead. But Johnson able to make the save this time.
So here we go, 2-2 hockey game going down here with the last 3 minutes.
Right into his glove hand. Good positioning by Matt Johnson. Left wing circle face off here. Northwestern wins the puck down in behind the net. Try to center a pass. There it is, U of I. Bouncing puck goes to the right wing corner. Sakat couldn't get his stick on it. As this gets back to Northwestern now, over to O'Connell. He at least backhands it to neutral ice. Comes back to one of the defensemen for Northwestern who tries to throw it into the zone. I think that was Galat as Mike Flynn tried to push it to the slot of U of I's zone. Just out of the outstretched hand of a U of I player as the puck taken back by Northwestern. Right near the U of I blue line, they both battle for the puck. It's finally dumped in by Flynn as his team will go for a change now in the back end. U of I trying to catch them maybe in that change. Sorensen with the pass to the near side as their forwards start up along the left wing. That looks to be Shia as he sends a pass that gets all the way to the right wing half boards. Northwestern with a turnover there, almost a costly turnover as this bounces in towards the slot, but it's back onto the stick of one of their defensemen in Garrett Becker as he ends up going down to the ice. This gets all the way to Matt Johnson who holds on to it for a right wing circle faceoff. 2:39 to go here in the period. It's tied up at 2 now after that goal by Simon Choi.
Plays really opened up since that goal as well. There have been plays on both sides of the ice.
For U of I, they had a lead and they were really controlling play, but Northwestern with a good breakout has tied this one up, and there's a shot. And the save was made by Matt Johnson there. I can't believe he made that one He got out big on this one.
Yeah.
Have to watch that one again. Might have deflected out of play, too.
Yeah, right off the chest, right into the glove. No rebound to be found. That's been his key most of this game.
Is there a pass that goes towards the left circle and into the left wing half boards? Northwestern trying to retrieve the puck in their own end. As they now start to break out here as they get this puck to neutral ice, as along that near side was Choi, comes right back to U of I. U of I in their own end, up along the far side, goes towards Garrett Becker as he tries to send it forward, was tipped ahead by Choi as U of I has it in their zone. Sending it up along the left wing, hit off a player there, and Petrus is that one in behind. Right wing corner boards as there's a hit that tries to free the puck up. Fuentes in there battling for it as one of the players for Northwestern, along with another and two other players for U of I. Comes free towards Fuentes as he has it in behind his own net. Risks this one over to the near side as his team tries to work it out. Along the right wing, getting it forward was Gandolfo. Tried to get it over to Simon Choi, who chases after it in the left wing half boards. Cutting in front of him was Romachuk as he takes it behind his own net. Lifts this one through the middle of the ice to the near side, but it's held in by Northwestern as it's on Gandolfo's stick. He collides with one of his players as U of I takes it back through the neutral zone. Gets it across the Northwestern blue line. Top of the right circle, comes free back to Northwestern as they start back up there, getting close to that 1 minute mark here soon. As this one along the near boards in the neutral zone. And then I think we had a whistle here, might have been an offsides. So we'll have a face-off in, we'll see where they decide to put this.
Looks like it's inside the zone.
Well, I think they're talking about where they want this to go. We have a minute.
No, it's outside, okay.
A minute 8 left in the period here. It is tied up at 2 after the Simon Choi goal between Northwestern and the Fighting Illini. So the Wildcats here trying to complete their comeback after they were up, tied, then down, now tied again. See if they can take the lead. U of I won the faceoff. Matt Johnson will slow it down in behind. First team to maybe break out. Pass comes over to the far side. Just gets out into the neutral zone, so that will have to be taken back by Northwestern. Still trying to break out here. Garrett Becker looking for the pass along the near side. Hits a U of I player, goes down into the left wing corners. They have the puck back in their possession. As a wraparound attempt there, good poke check frees the puck up as this comes over to the near side. Rushing up along the right wing for Northwestern and taking a shot as that one got on Gentry, and he quickly turned it aside, and U of I pushes it back out into the neutral zone. That shot came from Opegard. He's one of the goal scorers for Northwestern. This one gets right back in, slowed down in behind the net by Gentry as his team goes after it along those far boards. Turned over, top of the left circle as there's a shot, and that one went over the net into the right wing corner. That one had Gentry beat over on his stick side.
All day.
As there a shot from the near half boards, doesn't get through the traffic as it comes back out into the neutral zone, down into the Northwestern zone where Chapman picks it up. Sends a pass through the middle, gets onto Gentry, who has to make a save. As that whistle goes, however, I think that's going to be an offsides maybe.
I think that's time regulation.
Oh, that was time.
Yep.
I'm so focused on playing, we don't have that. We can't hear what's going on outside.
Illinois got lucky on that last one. He got scorched.
So that is regulation time. Now, if I remember correctly, and I'm not sure how they're going to do it here at the outdoor game, but I think it's going to be 5 minutes of hockey, 4-on-4. And if we don't get a winner for that, then we go to a shootout.
Okay.
So we'll see what ends up happening here. They're not making your job easy, Eric, because you're going to have to go running down there eventually.
I'll be going down there right now. I think that's probably the best course of action. So
yes.
Next time you hear from me, I'll be talking with a player.
Yes, so both teams here get a moment to talk things over as we find out what exactly they will do here. So when you look at it, though, 2 goals on either side and a fun game.
Oh, yeah.
Very fun game, even with the weather conditions being what they've been.
It's been a pretty even game throughout. Towards the end of the game there, they started playing a lot faster. They're getting the breakaways. They're playing the kind of hockey that they want to play instead of playing in the snow, which I'm sure they had fun playing in the snow, but at the end of the day, they want to win a game. So it's, the hits are picking up. The goals are picking up.
And it looks like we might be foregoing – well, I only see one player out there. A couple more are starting to trickle on out as I think we will have our 4-on-4 hockey here in just a second. We're just trying to figure out how it's
Who
going.
our 4 is.
Or maybe they're going straight into the shootout, actually. I might take that back because I see all the players going back onto the bench. So I think we're going to do shootout here right off the bat. No 4-on-4, no 5 minutes of that. I think maybe because of weather conditions they might want to do that.
Give them the option.
So that's what will be happening here. It'll be U of I shooting first, and for them it will be Darren Sorensen as he picks up the puck. Brings it off along the left wing. Comes in, shoots, and that one hit off the post. I think Johnson got a piece of it, so that'll be a no goal on the first one for U of I.
This is going to be tough for Illinois to score on him. He's been pretty – I know he's given up 2 goals, but he's been pretty dialed in today.
I was curious to see how Northwestern would go, and the first player that's going to take a shot is the guy who made this a tied game in Simon Choi.
Yep.
Just waiting for the go-ahead for the official as he will go against Gentry. Choi picks the puck up from center ice. Takes it right down the middle as he comes in, shoots, and that one got in goal. Simon Choi gives the lead for Northwestern here, 1-0 in the shootout. Still have a couple more guys to shoot, however.
Illinois is going to have to be on their A game for this one.
We watch it one more time here as you see the shot, and I think it might have been 5-hole too. It was a little tough to tell from our vantage point, but a big one here on the second shot as going for U of I is there trying to get the poke check was Matt Johnson. Couldn't do it on the shot and goal from Marcelo Delfini. He had the goal that made it a 2-1 game for University of Illinois. So we're tied at 1 here, but you still have another Northwestern shooter coming up, and that is going to be their captain and Garrett Becker, defenseman.
I'm glad all the snow's off the ice now so these guys can have a good shootout.
Definitely. Garrett Becker will pull it off along the right side. Comes up through the middle, takes the shot there, and he whiffed on it as he shot. So now we're tied at 1 after 2 rounds of the shootout. Comes down to this third round here if we can find a winner. The question is who will get sent out now, and you saw there, kind of just came off the stick. Too much snow, unfortunately, for Garrett Becker. A little bit of misfortune. Picking the puck up this time will be Romanchuk as he streaks off along the left wing as he takes the shot there, and the save made by Matt Johnson. Tried to go 5-hole on him, and Matt Johnson said no. So now it comes down to this final shooter for Northwestern. Otherwise, we go to another round. It is Alexander Gandolfo. As Gandolfo coming through the middle, I think the plan is here, go with the guys with the heavy shots. As Gandolfo makes the move around, shoots and scores! Alexander Gandolfo.
How you like that?
Makes it 2-1. Maybe we go 5, I think is what it is. I wasn't sure if it was only 3 or if it goes to 5, so it does go to 5.
Yep.
So we watch it here. You see the poke check, just able to get around it was Gandolfo to get it for the goal. Next, shooter for the shot, and then the goal there for U of I as he went top shelf for that one. That looks to be Matt Reach as he makes it now tied again at 2. But you have another Northwestern shooter here, as we'll see who it is who's going to take this one. It's Brendan O'Connell who will take the shot here. O'Connell brings it off along the left wing, skates inside, takes the shot, and the save made by Gentry. We're tied up again.
Would you expect anything else after this game?
Of course. So we've gone through 4 rounds. We've had 2 guys score for either side. As we watch here the replay on O'Connell's shot, and you see the save. So now here the 5th player for U of I in Hendrickson as he slows down here, takes the shot and scores. Over the blocker side of Matt Johnson.
There's nothing pretty about that. Here it comes, and there it goes.
And now it comes down to one of their other captains for Northwestern and Michael Galat. 3-2 the lead right now for University of Illinois in this shootout. Galat with a bit of speed comes right down through the middle, puts it onto his backhand, shoots and scores! What a shot from Michael Galat!
That was a nice goal.
Nice move too.
Absolutely.
So we go to a 6th round now.
I think we're going to be here for a while. These guys are just having fun now.
So we'll see who the player is now for U of I. Coming off along the left wing, coming in, shooting there. The save made by Matt Johnson. He stopped Ryan Shio. Now we see who Northwestern decides to come back with here for their next player. That's Shane Flynn, who's out there now as we watch You see the move to the backhand, and Johnson able to get that right pad and stick it out. So Shane Flynn now comes down through the middle, has a chance to win it here. Backhand shot and goal! Northwestern with the win.
There it is.
Shane Flynn
This
finishes
kid is
it off.
too.
And we have his dad right behind us, too.
What do you know?
It's been a pretty good week, I think, for Shane Flynn. He just got back from an interview with Amazon, so pretty good week for him.
Not bad at all. Little game winner there.
He's hoping for good things from that.
That's the way to start your second half of your season off.
So a shootout win, it ends up being for Northwestern in this one. Quite a finish for this. We got Eric Willowite, who's going to be down there, and he's going to have a player for us after they shake hands here. What a game. What a finish.
That was a fun game to watch. We had a little bit of everything happen in this game.
The shootout really gets your heart pumping, though.
It does. It's intense, man. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, as we can we got to look one more time at that by Shane Flynn, the game winner in the shootout, as we watch him pick up the puck here and just finish it off. Comes down, not too much speed, just enough. As you see, he goes to his backhand, back to his forehand, and then the nice backhand move here, and he just goes and roofs it for the win. So now Eric Willowite here, and I think he's going to talk with the guy who ended up getting that game-winning goal in the shootout. I think he's got Shane Flynn down there with him. So we're going to go to Eric now.
Chris, this is down on the ice with Shane Flynn, who scored the game winner there in the shootout. Shane, through, what was your strategy going in, and is that exactly what you wanted to do?
I only have one shootout move that I use every time in the shootout in practice, and I pulled it out right there with backhand top shelf. It worked perfectly. That was all for Nick right there.
That was. What was your thoughts in playing in this game? You ever played one of these outdoor games like this before?
Every year now, but this one was, the most special because of the situation and everything, and it was great to have Nick out here. I was a St. Jude Knight myself when I was younger, so it was great to have them out here.
Yeah, and what did you think of that play, the special moment that he was able to enjoy before the third period?
That was great. Gave me goosebumps right away.
Very good. Yeah. Well, Shane, congratulations on the goal, and good luck to you the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
Chris, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Eric. And Shane Flynn said he only has one move, and it worked.
It did indeed.
So a really good one, and really nice to hear from Shane, too, talk about how he was a St. Jude Knight, and just the connection there with the fact that Capuano and Nick Capuano getting to sit on the bench and everything as a St. Jude Knight, being out there as what a game.
Yeah.
What a fun game to watch.
The game itself was awesome. The ending was awesome. The meaning behind today's game, it was an awesome cause for people to come out and bear the elements and show their support for fallen firefighter of the city of Chicago.
Yeah, it's a real pleasure to be able to wear this shield here.
Most definitely.
That we have on our lapels, just to honor such a the firefighters of Chicago do so much for us, and to give back in just a little way, and to be able to present this for everyone, and for Northwestern to get the win too. It's just kind of a special moment.
Icing on the cake for them today.
We are going to take a timeout. We're going to be back with head coach Evan Spangenberg. We're going to talk to him and finish this up here in just a little bit here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Herb Lawrence. If you love sports and you want a career in broadcasting, then go to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. Log on to beonair.com right now. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting trains you for careers in radio, TV, and online media with internships, financial